Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the rest of the remaining three concepts under the characteristic features of management. The fifth one is management is all pervasive, which means it is everywhere. Management is everywhere. What does it mean? It means nothing but it is universally applied concept. So management is universally applied in all types of organization. That is, whether it be political or let it be any economic or social. So, without management, neither the political, that is the government or any political parties can operate. Even the companies, whether it be a profit oriented company or a non-profit oriented company, organization can't sustain or can't render the duties without a proper management. Thus we can say management is existing in all the departments and in all the organization. So we can say even that the activities, the managerial activities, next, because when there is management, obviously it has to render its functions. So the managerial activities are performed in all organization. And in all departments. And in all levels. So at all levels, so these three are most important. That is, managerial activities have been performed in all the organizations, in all the departments and at all the levels. And as a reason, thus it has been accepted, the whole world, that is a worldwide it has been accepted. That's why we say it's a universally accepted one. Thus the concept of management is used in the whole world. So remember, it has been accepted worldwide because without management, neither the political nor economic or social activities can be performed effectively and efficiently. And in order to perform the activities at all organizations and all departments and all levels, management is essential. Now, let's move on to the next aspect. That is, management is multi-dimensional. We are going to see that is management number 6. Management is multi-dimensional. What do you mean by the word multidimensional? It has many forms or it has various formations. Okay, so multidimensional, many ways they are. But in our concept, we are going to see that there are of three main dimensions. There are n number of dimensions in management, but we are not going to focus on all those. We are going to focus on three major or the main dimensions. So management is multidimensional in that there are three main dimensions. How we can say that or how we can derive that? So we can make a pie chart, or we can just have a flow chart to understand it. First, management at work. Next, management of people. And finally, management of operations. Under each of these categories, that is management at work, management of people, and management of operations, it has been further classified or subdivided as follows. When I say work, they are of three types. It includes planning, organizing, and controlling. So, in a work, that is in every organization, the management must perform these three activities. They are planning, organizing, and controlling. That comes under management at work. When we look at the management of people, it performs the two major functions. They are staffing and directing. Because handling a people is nothing but you're handling your human resource. The greatest asset for any organization is nothing but the staff, the employees, the individuals, the people. So staffing is very important, which means you have to select the right person for the right job. At the same time, who will be more useful for the organization. So you have to select the right candidate at the time of interview. And you must direct the person in the right way so that it leads to the achievement of the organizational goals. If you misguide the person, obviously an error done by one individual might lead to the end result of the organization. So please ensure when a person has been recruited, that is when we recruit a person by using the various modes of recruitment, staffing that we call as. So staffing has to be done properly. At the same time, the staffs has to be directed in the right track so that they perform well, and effectiveness and efficiency is also being given in the work that leads to the achievement of organizational goals. Next comes management of operations. When we say operations, they are further classified into three. What are they? Production, purchase, and sales. Production, sales, purchase. So I just sum up the three dimensions of management are management at work, where we emphasize on planning, organizing, and controlling, because these are the most important functions of a management which has to be rendered at the place of work. So as we say, every organization performs some task and the task is to render some work. So the management ensures to translate this work in terms of goals to be achieved, and it assigns the means to achieve those tasks with effectively and efficiently. So it is purely translates the work into goals with efficiency and effectiveness. Next comes people. As I said, people means it is the human resource. It's a human resource and it's an asset to an organization. You might see that now we are in a technological world. Every organization today it's become mechanized. So you can expect the technological assistance or the technology being seen or used in your organization and your competitors organization are used same, but the uniqueness will not be, it will be found only if you have proper human resource. There must be some uniqueness. That uniqueness you can just bring out only if you have a proper human resource. So organization can be able to compete with others only if they have an efficient employee. So efficient employee if you have, efficient employee is required in order to compete with others. When we talk about this management of operations, it is quite understood that every organization has to sustain in the market for a long run and to show some progress in terms of growth. So it comes the matter of growth and sustenance. So what one organization has to do if they want to sustain in the market or if they want to grow in the market, they need to do some production activity. What does this production denotes? Production is nothing but converting your input to an output. So, in order to sustain in the market for a longer period, you have to produce certain things, and that production involves converting your input into an output. So this conversion of input to output is nothing but it is an activity of production or operation of a management. Management of operation is connected mainly with two things: management of work and management of people. So it connects management of work and management of people. Whereas in management of people, there is one challenge, that is, you are dealing with a human resource. It's further been bifurcated into two dimensions. dealing with the employee as an individual who has a diverse needs and behavior, and dealing with the employee as a group. So when I say management of people, it has been further into two dimensions. It is of two dimension. One, dealing employee individually, and dealing in groups. So you have two dimension when we talk about management of people. Dealing the employees individually, at the same time dealing those employees in groups. So you can expect a difference when you deal the employees individually and when you deal those employees in groups. So to sum up, there are three dimensions in the management. Let's say we say it's a multi-dimension: management at work, management of people, and management of operations. When you talk about work, it has three aspects: planning, organizing, and controlling. When you talk about people, it is of two types: staffing and directing. When you talk about the operations, it consists of production, sales, and purchase. And this management of people is of further two dimensions: dealing the employees in a group and dealing those employees individually. Whereas the management of operation will integrate these two aspects as management of work and management of people. Any doubts so far, students? Fine. Now let's move on to the last segment in the characteristics features of management. Now let's move on to the last segment, that is management is a dynamic function. As you all know, management is a dynamic function as it can change itself according to the situations and according to the environment. So it adapts itself to a change in environment. An organization has to interact with external environment that consists of various social, economic, technological, legal, and political factors. Thus we say that it is dynamic in nature. So as I said, it changes itself to an environment. So management changes itself, okay, to an environment. At the same time, it interacts with the external environment. It interacts with environment such as the social, political, legal, technological, and the other economic factors. So we say it's multidimensional since it can adapt the changes according to the environment. So it can change itself according to the environment needs, and it interacts with external environment such as the social, economic, legal, technical, all these. In order to be successful, organization must change itself and its goals according to the needs of the environment. So, organization So the organization has to keep changing itself and must revise their goals according to change in environment. One classic example for this is the McDonald's, which we all know. It's one of the Jain food restaurants, or we can say it's a fast food. Okay, where they made a slight change in its menu to survive in the Indian market. So some example to quote here are McDonald's. McDonald's and even Samsung, we can quote it, where the Samsung made a slight change in its mobile pattern in order to cover n number of customers and thereby to capture the Indian market. So thus we can say management is dynamic in nature. So organization keeps changing their goals and itself according to change in the environment. Only then they can sustain and survive in this market. Students, by this second concept, that is characteristics or features of management, has come to an end. Hope you all would have understood the 7 concepts under the characteristic features of management. If you have any doubts, please ping me or don't hesitate to ask your doubts. You will be given an assignment on this aspect, so please keep watching the videos. Thank you.